Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this Lenovo K3 Note with me, and I ordered this via Flipkart, and they're also offering a Airtel 4G SIM. And if you have watched my other unboxings of Lenovo A6000, A6000 Plus and even A7000, the box looks very familiar. And the biggest highlighting fact about this device is that the price is just around 9,999, that's 10,000 rupees. That's approximately US $160. And we get a full HD, that's a 1080p screen. And before we unbox, let's look at the SAR rating. And actually, the SAR ratings are very high. It says that the SAR rating is 1.59 for head and for body is 0.688. So the SAR rating is actually extremely high, and I would simply not recommend this device if you talk a lot because it's a crazy high SAR rating. Anyways, let's just open the seal. And here it also says that it has 4G LTE support, and it also has Dolby Atmos. But regarding this Dolby Atmos, you guys need to realize that with just normal files, you won't get that effect. And anyways, you have to use a headset. You have to use specially encoded Dolby Atmos files to get that effect. So we have the Lenovo K3 Note itself, and without the battery, it's very light. We'll come back to this a bit later. Let's see what else do we get. And we also get a screen guard because we don't have any Gorilla Glass protection on this. So that's why we are getting the screen guard. So that's a con. Again, even the A7000 didn't have that. Anyways, let's move ahead. And here we get some literature and the Lenovo warranty guide and a quick start guide also. So the quick start guide is in color, so you can refer this if you are just new to the Android handset. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look what else do we get. And we have a USB to micro USB cable. What do you say? USB brick, which is pretty small, and it's a 1.5 amp. It's not a fast charger, it's just 5 volts at 1.5 amps. And we have the battery itself. Again, no headset was supplied, so that's what we get in the box. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here we have the Lenovo K3 Note, and let me take out this protective cover, and it says Dolby Atmos Android OS, and it has a 8-core chip, which is again a MediaTek chipset. So, and again, if you have actually checked out the Lenovo A7000, it looks exactly similar to that one. Anyways, let's pop in the battery. The back cover should open easily. I can just pop it. And again, this is very thin plastic, I would say, as you can see. So the build quality is just average, nothing that great, I would say. And we have a micro SD card slot and 2 SIM slots, and both the slots are 4G this time, so that's a good thing. And let's put in the battery. And the battery goes. Let's put the back cover. The camera has a bump over the A7000. Now it's a 13 megapixel shooter, and looks like it has dual flash. And so let's try to power on this device for the first time. I hope it has a charge. Yeah, it gave me haptic feedback. And regarding the screen, it sports a 5.5-inch screen, but it's a 1080p. That's a full HD screen. That comes to a PPI of 401. And the screen quality is decent, but again, we don't have any Gorilla Glass protection on this one. Regarding the front-facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel shooter. By the time it boots, let me give you a physical overview. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB slot that will be used for charging this device. On this end, we have the volume rocker. This is the power button. And on the bottom, we have the main microphone, nothing. And on this end, again, nothing. Moving towards the back, a 13 megapixel camera with dual LED flash, secondary microphone, and this is an opening for the speaker, but it's just a single speaker. So let's see how it handles it. And it just says Lenovo, nothing. It does not say K3 Note anywhere, so very Spartan branding. And it says to insert a SIM, we'll do that. And let's just connect it to our Wi-Fi network. And again, it supports just the 2.4 gigahertz band, not the 5 gigahertz band. So this one looks like it comes with Android L, and I'll just skip all these things. Can I skip this? It's not allowing me. So I'll just sign in with my Google account and we'll continue. So we had to put in our Google account to continue. So this is the next step. And it should be license. and it says we are done. So let me just quickly remove the, and it says that your system can be updated. So already we have a software update. So again, it runs the custom UI, that is Lenovo's Vibe UI. And let's go to the settings, and these are the quick toggles that we have. And let's go to the settings, and if we go to about the device, and let's look at the device information. As you can see, it's running on the Android version, that is Lollipop, that's 5. So we do get Android Lollipop out of the box. And another thing that I've noticed is these touch type capacitive buttons are again not backlit. Regarding the storage, it comes with 16 gigs of internal storage. And as you can see, out of that 16 gigs, the available space that you get is 9.85. But we can also add a micro SD card. So the storage should not be a issue. Let's also go back, and regarding RAM also, it has 2 gigs of RAM, so the performance should be decent. I would say it's very similar to the Lenovo A7000, but the highlighting thing is the screen. Now it comes with a 1080p, that's a full HD screen, as you can see. And the viewing angles are nice. Let's just go back there, and again, as you can see, similar settings, and it's just downloading stuff as of now. So looks like quite a few apps are already installed. So let's look at them. If you just go, and yes, games folder, as you can see, quite a few apps are pre-installed. So I'll try to uninstall some of these apps and see if we can get some extra storage out. Truecaller is also installed, and some tools like Compass, and let's see if the Compass app works. So yes, at least it's calibrating. Anyways, let's just go out of this, and let me also quickly check if USB OTG support is there. It says it has a file browser, so let me just pop this in. Oops. And yeah, it says preparing external. So looks like USB OTG mounted, it says. Let's look at external storage. Yes, it works. So USB OTG works. Let's try to play back this video and see. Let's maximize the volume. The speaker volume is okay, but not very loud. Initial impressions, I would say. Viewing angles look nice. It's an IPS grade screen. About viewing angles, what do you say, sound. Let's play back this one more file. It's at max, it's breaking a little bit. Anyways, so USB OTG works, so that's nice. Let's just get out of this. Let's also quickly fire up the Chrome web browser and see how it handles it. And this is the default keyboard that we get, this is the default Android keyboard that we get with Android Lollipop. So and it's giving haptic feedback whenever we hit a key, and it's going to the mobile version. The handset feels light, I would say, because it's again completely made up of plastic. There's no metal, so feels pretty light. The weight is around 150 grams. And as you can see, pinch to zoom is fine. So that's fine. And let's also quickly, and it's getting a little bit warm, and before I show you the camera, let's talk about the technical specifications. This Lenovo K3 Note is powered by a MediaTek octa-core processor that's clocked at 1.7 GHz. It's based on the MediaTek MT6752 chipset, which is based on ARM Cortex A53 architecture. Regarding the GPU, it has the Mali T760 GPU. It has 16 gigs of internal storage, 2 gigs of RAM. And regarding cellular connectivity, it is a dual SIM device, and both the SIMs support 4G. So let's quickly also look at the camera. It's a 13 megapixel camera. If I recall, the A7000 had a 8 megapixel and it's it camera. So we have the tap to focus. The focusing takes about a little bit of time. Let's take one more. Let's look at these pictures now. Actually, the pictures came out decent. But again, I will test the camera a lot more in various lighting conditions to see how it performs. I would say for the price of around 10,000, looks like a decent handset, but I don't like the fact that the SAR values are very high on this handset. Again, I'll be posting my full in-depth review on this device very soon. But if you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.